Oh, good day. Good afternoon. This is the Vintage and New Machinery Codger. Today, or the ongoing issue is going to be about this AC unit. Got a problem with it. It's not running. It's pretty new. Here, we'll take a look at it. Right there. Pretty doggone new. I've already had the technician out here once, and we've looked over it, and we replaced the capacitor, and then still no go. But this is a pretty new unit. It's called an Armstrong Air, and this is owned by Lennox, and I know a lot of people swore by these things, but there's also, I look on the web, there's a lot of unhappy people. There's people that 20 years ago they bought these units and they were pretty happy with them, but that was 20 years ago. And we'll look down in here, maybe we could see a little bit. It's pretty doggone new. It's not that far from being out of the box. I'm waiting on the technician to come over, and when he gets here we'll talk to him a bit, and we're going to diagnose this unit fully. We thought maybe we had it fixed, but no, we didn't. Sometimes it's something simple, sometimes it's hard, but the bottom line is, going back on the warranty, they only cover the compressor. They do on the warranty, they don't cover any of the gas that you're going to have to pump out and reclaim. To, you have to bottle it. You can't just turn it loose, and you can't use it again. Maybe it's burnt, I don't know. Maybe it's no good. But it should have run. I don't think it lost gas. I don't think it had a leak, because otherwise you have a low pressure switch that wouldn't allow anything to work. But it's blowing fuses. You start it up, the fan runs, but it blows the fuse for the compressor. So that's either capacitor was bad, or we got a bad compressor, and they only warranty the compressor, so you got to pay for the rest. And it gets pretty doggone spendy, especially when it's a new unit and you just bought it, and now you got to pay for it all over again. So it really was not a savings to buy an Armstrong, not for me. So we're waiting on the technician, so we'll pause here. Well, before we jump on anything else, I wanted to at least get on this YouTube video in case some executive or something from Allied Air Enterprises, which is Lennox, wants to question what model this is. Right here. It's 4SC U13LE148P-5, and the serial number. And if they want to look up on the warranty, my number is 1617G20809, and they could check on the serial number of this unit, and they can look at when it was installed. And they can question all they want, but doggone it, maybe their equipment used to be reliable. Right here on the top of it, they say quiet operation, comfortable, dependable. Oh, really? And energy efficient. I don't see it being energy efficient when it's broke down. So yeah, you take your chances, I guess, with anything. Corporations now, they got some sneaky snake ways of getting out of honoring their warranties too. They will have on their websites where you got, as the property owner, and nobody is required to tell you, none of the distributors or even the technicians are required to tell you that you have to go personally online and register this equipment. With this particular equipment, you'd have to register it within 60 days of the installation, or within 60 days of closing. Say you built a new house and you put one of these in there by mistake, and you have to get that warranty recorded right away, and it should be part of your closing. I would want to make it law that you'd have to have the warranty requirements in there, but I don't think they are. But any good lending institution that's looking out for their customers would require that they get all the warranty information first. Thank you. Well, it's been a couple days now. Had when I was left off last time, we were waiting for the technician to come out, and he was the one that installed it. And for some reason, he can't come out and do this anymore. So he won't be involved in this project. I had to find another air conditioning technician to come out here and do a house call and diagnose the condenser unit. And he opened it all up and he tested it and found that the motor shorted. There's a dead short. So yeah, it's bad. You know, that's something that I suspected was wrong with it. It wasn't, the capacitors were fine. And he took the numbers of the compressor down, and he's going to check on the warranty. And he doesn't know, and they may warranty more than just the compressor, but then again, I'm not getting my hopes up too high. So yeah, he opened it up, and of course he noted that it's clean on the inside. This is a new installation, so shouldn't be having a problem. So I covered it back up again, and it's going to be until about 6 days until the compressor comes in, and he'll have it. He'll come on a Wednesday afternoon. Today is like the Friday, so it'll be here, and he'll bring everything that needs to happen here, pump it down, and install the new compressor. And he'll do it all in one shot and be done with it, and I'll find out then what the damages are and write a check. I don't have much choice. It's getting into June here. We're at June 7th now, and it's getting warm. And it was kind of warm in the house last night. So yeah, when you know, in Kansas, you kind of want to have air conditioning. I think about the pioneers. They didn't have anything like that, but they didn't know anything about it. And keeping cool was either in the shade, what you could get, or if you had a dugout house, get a little deeper in the dirt and cool down. But yeah, we're toughing it out to get the air conditioning back up again, and it's a luxury. I know it is a real luxury, and I'm just glad to have it. So yeah, we're all covered up. We're waiting until we get out to finish the job. That's done. Easy. Piece of cake.
That one ain't gonna be that easy.
Let me get out of the way. Hey, you got a good hot tip there.
Come on, you're almost out of there. Almost out.
That one's deep. I got a 2x2 I can push on the top of the compressor. Just take the last hold on. It'll rock over.
dog.
It popped out of there.
Because it's done now.
Well, if worst comes to worst, I got
I got another oxygen in my truck.
I got a 500-pound cylinder of acetylene out in the garage. One of those big ones. Well, here we go. We're running again, and yeah, the technician is come and gone, and measured out, did everything, set up a scale, and measured the refrigerant for 13 feet of tubing, and it's up and running again, and it's a quiet compressor. I want to talk about something else, about what was added to this in the manufacturing. We have this soundproofing box, and this was to go over the compressor to reduce the amount of sound. It's called an acoustic wrap, but it does hold heat in, and I don't know how good these things are as far as, yeah, they're going to deaden the sound, but they are heavy, and I will allege that these could have been a contributing factor in the demise of this compressor. And from this, yeah, this is, you just heard it shut off. The compressor is not that loud. And we can look down inside here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is a sensor up on top of the compressor. When it gets too hot, it'll shut down. But I don't see any reason to put that wrap on. A lot of other places don't use that wrap, but I suspect that this wrap was a contributing factor in the demise of that compressor. So, and on this, the final word was Armstrong does not pay for anything but the compressor. This was a pretty new unit, and I end up having to pay an extra $300, $300 plus, which I think was not unreasonable. It was very reasonable for the labor and the gas and all that, the refrigerant, and to get it back operational. But still, it should not have failed as soon as it did. So I have an issue with Armstrong, and anybody that's going to purchase a heating and air conditioning unit will probably ask some questions before you do it. Just don't buy anything. Really research it, and also find out what their warranty is, because you might be in for some heartache, and we're not done with this yet. This is going to be, the rest of my life I'm going to be thinking about this air conditioning system. So, hey, think about it, you know. What's the next 20 years for you going to hold? Is this system going to last you or not? So, maybe the thing not to buy because of their warranty is not to buy an Armstrong. Um, so, so think about it.